Today we're gonna be doing the core 4 practice test number 2. So let's get started. Which type of refrigerant typically has the lowest global warming potential? Now, lowest global warming potential is basically it doesn't have chlorine. And in here, HCFCs, you can see HCFC is hydrogen, chlorine, fluorine, and carbon. It does have chlorine in it. HFCs on C, it doesn't have chlorine, but it has carbon, so it is harmful or equal. Not really, all of them are not equal. It will be HFOs which does not have chlorine at all. Question number 2. How does global warming potential of R410A compare to carbon dioxide? Now, it's asking you for a comparison. Of course, this will be in the EPA book that you will be getting, and if you don't have it, I'll put it up on the screen. That EPA book that you study will have all the answers and all the information will be in there. But to not waste your time, the answer for this one will be it is 1,000 times greater. D will be the answer for number 2. Number 3. How do global warming potential of isobutane, R600A, propane, R290, HFCs 134A, R404A, and R410A. Now, how do they compare to the global warming of HFCs 134, 404, and R410A? The answer for this one will be B. They are significantly low. Now, again, you can, in the book, it will literally tell you how to, you'll find out how to find the answer in the book. But just to make it easier for you guys, faster, the answer for this will be they are significantly lower. That will be the answer for number 3. Now, number 4. What is the state of refrigerant entering the compressor of a refrigeration cycle? Now, the state of refrigerant entering the compressor, you never want to have a liquid enter the compressor. You always want to have entering the compressor, you always want to have vapor. You never want to have liquid. So low pressure liquid, that's no, you don't. It has liquid. High pressure liquid, it can't have liquid in it. So no, it can't have liquid entering it. So the other one, low pressure vapor or high pressure vapor. The answer for number 4 will be low pressure vapor. You always want to have a vapor entering the compressor, and it has to be low pressure. Question number 5. Which type of lubricant or HFO refrigerants or which type of lubricants or HFO refrigerants are miscible in? Now, the answer for this one will be B. Poly lubricants, AB lubricants, mineral lubricants, or all refrigerant lubricants. No, those do not make sense. It will be POE lubricant. Which of the following gases help form the Earth protective shield? That will be, it's the stratospheric ozone. So, of course, that's the answer. Carbon dioxide, that does not make sense. Radon does not make sense. And methane does not make sense. That it will be a stratospheric ozone. What does ozone depletion potential or ODP measure? Ozone depletion potential or ODP measures the ability of a substance to destroy ozone in the stratosphere. It will not be the rating of health hazard caused by ozone depletion. It will not be the length of time a refrigerant stays in the atmosphere, and it will not be the ability of substance that causes global warming. It will be the ability of a substance to destroy ozone in the stratosphere. That will be the answer for number 7. Now, for number 8, it says, which of the following refrigerants has an ozone depletion potential of more than 0? The answer for number 8 will be C, R123 and R22. Those are the ozone depletion potential of more than 0. Those have ozone depletion potential, which is basically chlorine. It contains a lot of chlorine. So HFC, next, HFC refrigerants contain which of the following? HFCs, HCFCs, I'm sorry, basically go down the line. H is hydrogen, C is chlorine, F is fluorine, and C is carbon. So the answer for this one will be C, hydrogen, chlorine, fluorine, and carbon. What must be done before disposing of any appliance containing a CFC, HCFC, or HFC refrigerant? Recover the refrigerant, purge the appliance with nitrogen, flush the appliance with R134A, seal the appliance so no refrigerant can escape. So the answer for number 9. So basically you have refrigerant already, so it's kind of simple. What you want to do, first thing you want to do, if you have refrigerant already and you want to dispose of the appliance, you gotta recover the refrigerant. You can't just dispose of it without recovering. 11. A major system repair is being performed on an R22 appliance. What cannot be done to recharge the appliance? Add R22 after the repair is complete. Retrofit the unit to R407C. Use recovered or recycled R22 on the same owner. Top off the unit with R410A. So what cannot be done? That will be top off the unit with R410A. That will be the answer for number 11. Number 12. CFCs, HCFCs, and HFCs have which of the following in common? They deplete the stratospheric ozone layer. They contain chlorine. They must be recovered before opening or disposing of the appliance. They have the same saturation temperature at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So the answer for number 12, it will be they must be recovered before opening or disposing of appliance. Basically, you gotta recover every type of refrigerant. We just went over this, but yeah, if you wanna open a system or dispose of it or anything like that, you always wanna recover the refrigerant. You can't do it without recovering it. Under EPA regulations, what standards must be reclaimed refrigerant meet before it can be resold? Now, reclaim. So before it can be resold, it needs to meet not the EPA 700, not ASHRAE 700, not UL 700. It needs to meet the AHRI 700. That's the regulation that it needs to meet before it can be resold. Number 14. Which of the following appliance is not covered by EPA Section 608 regulation? Freezers, it is covered. Freezers are covered by 608 regulations. Air conditioning and refrigerant equipment, yes, that's also covered. Commercial refrigeration equipment, it gotta be covered. So the only one in here that makes sense is dehumidifiers. That will be the answer. D will be the answer for number 14. Number 15. EPA does not require technicians or the company employing the technician to keep which of the following records when disposing of an appliance with 5 to 50 pounds of refrigerant. The model and serial number of the appliance, the type of refrigerant recovered, the quality of refrigerant by type recovered from this disposed appliance in each calendar month, the quality of refrigerant by type sent for reclamation or destruction. So the answer for number 15 will be A, the model and serial number of the appliance. Number 16. What synthetic lubricant is presently used with ternary blends containing HCFCs, benzene? Okay, so in this one is what synthetic lubricant is presently used with blends containing HCFCs. Now for this one, glycol oil, ester oil, and castor oil are basically all the same. So it's a trick I learned. So it's kind of common sense. If they're all the same, neither of them is gonna be the answer. So the one that's not the same is alkyl benzene or benzene or however you say it. But no, A will be the answer for number 16. Number 17. How do refrigerant blends leak from a system? At a faster rate. Okay, so refrigerant blends are basically different temperature and different pressure because it's blends. So leaking from a system, they will leak at an uneven rate. So I think it's in here. Yeah, they will leak at an uneven rate due to the different vapor pressures. So there you have it. So number 18, in which component of a system does the refrigerant change from a high pressure vapor to a high pressure liquid? The answer for number 18, which you should know, that is changed from a high pressure vapor to a high pressure liquid, that will be the condenser. It wouldn't be the receiver, it wouldn't be the measuring device, and it wouldn't be the accumulator. It will be the condenser. That's the one that changes high pressure vapor to high pressure liquid. Number 19. Which process applies to cleaning refrigerant? Okay. In this one, there's a trick. So every time when it says cleaning refrigerant in any questions that you get, the process of cleaning refrigerant is always going to be recycling. So cleaning refrigerant, you just read that word, it's always recycling. The process of cleaning is recycling. So that's the answer for number 19. Number 20. What gas should be used to leak check a system designed for use with R-410A that has been open for a major system repair? Now, okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. There's probably a question coming to that, but you do need to know a major system repair, the major components, which are basically your condenser, your compressor, your metering device, and your evaporator. So condenser, evaporator, metering device, and your compressor. So those are the 4 major components. But this one wasn't talking about that. I thought it was, but it's not. So a gas that is used to leak check. So leak check, that's another one. Leak check or pressurized, whenever it's asking for any of that, it will always be pressurized nitrogen. That's the only gas that you can use to leak check a system or pressurize a system. So that will be the answer for 20. It will be C. 21. Why is it important not to mix different refrigerants in the same container when recovering refrigerant? This is kind of obvious. Different refrigerants have different pressures and temperatures, so the mixture may be impossible to reclaim. So that would be the answer right there. The mixture would explode. No, it wouldn't necessarily explode. The mixture would just be impossible to reclaim. The refrigerant mixture is toxic. It is a violation of the SNAP regulation. No, it would just be impossible to reclaim. Over evacuating a system. So over evacuating a system does not occur. That's the answer right there. Like over evacuating, we don't talk about it in the school because over evacuating does not occur at all. According to ASHRAE Refrigerant Safety Classification Standard, which of the following designation would be the safest? So, and this one is the safest. I will actually put a picture right here so you can qualify, but you can classify it, but in your book it does have it. I will just put a picture right here so you can see it. But for 21 it will be, for 23, I'm sorry, for 23 that will be A1. 24. Why should care be used not to overfill refrigerant storage cylinder? So 24. Why should care be used not to overfill refrigerant storage cylinder? It's kind of obvious. You just want to fill it up to 80%, only 80%. You never want to go above 80%. The cylinder may be too heavy to lift. The initial pressure of the cylinder may rise in heating areas and cause an explosion. Some refrigerant may be vented when closing the valve. The excess space may be needed for refrigerant from the next job. So the answer for this one will be B. The initial pressure of the refrigerant may rise in heated areas and cause an explosion. So that's why you never want to overfill it over 80%. The Department of Transportation regulations require which parameter to be recorded on that shipping paper for hazardous class 2.2 non-flammable compressed gases. So for this one would not be weight of the cylinder, it will not be total cubic feet of each gas, it will not be total weight of all cylinders, it will be number of cylinders of each gas. Number of cylinder of each gas. That will be the answer for number 25. And that is it. Next video we're gonna start with type 1 and then we're gonna do type 2 and type 3 on the following videos. And then I'm gonna put a video all together for you to watch the complete part 2. Peace.